G'day guys and girls, welcome back to the channel. In this one today, I'm going to be fitting Fog Light Armour from that Fog Light guy. This one will be a pretty easy install. You can remove the fog light trim and just stick them on that way, but I want to give my fog lights a good clean. So I'm going to remove the headlight and remove the actual fog light. And to do that, I need a T30 Torx bit, a socket set to remove the fog light, and I will need a screwdriver. The scissors are to cut the adhesive pads. We'll get to that a bit later, but that's basically all you'll need for this job. Taking a look at the kit itself, you've got a pair of yellow, I chose yellow, you can choose different colours, but these are domed acrylic, obviously cut to size and shaped, and you get 2 adhesive pads. These are double-sided tape. You cut them in half, you use one for each, one on each side. Get your T30 Torx, you want to unscrew this one all the way out. You want to unscrew this one all the way out. And then get your flathead Phillips head screwdriver and you want to pull out this clip. With this screw and the clip inside removed and your 2 bolts holding in the headlight, you want to reach in just near your washer bottle. There's an electrical clip and you need to push that in, push in the pin and pull that out. Hard to do with one hand. Now that we have slightly better access, you've got 2, they're actually a T20 Torx. You've got one on each opposing corner. So find where one is and the other one will be in the opposite corner. And it's as easy as removing those and then pulling out the fog light. Once you've got your fog light out, you want to give this a good clean. You can use some alcohol wipe. I've given the inside a wipe as well because it gets a lot of moisture and a bit of water in there as well. So give that a clean, and it's a good idea to go wash your hands at this point because now you're going to start sticking one of them to that. Might be a good time now to offer this up to your fog light, and you'll see it doesn't quite cover. It'll only cover the clear bit, and there's a bit of a tint around it. So you really want to get it nice and central so that it's going to fit back inside the trim as well. Now the way that they say to do this is you've got a red side and a white side. You're going to cut this in half. The red side is going to stick to the actual fog light armour, and then the clear side is going to be used to stick it onto here. So we'll do that now. This red part is really hard to unstick, but you basically want to make sure that you're on the inside and you just want to stick that down, and then you'll do the other one and that will stick on there. Once you've got these stuck on, they are extremely sticky and they stick to the acrylic really well. Then you are going to want to line this up. And again, I expect it's going to stick very quickly and very easily. Just push it down. And there you go. All of a sudden, I have yellow fog lights. Now I've got the auto beam LEDs, so we'll have a look at what they look like tonight. And hopefully they look really good. But I think for the price of these, if this can save your fog light from cracking and you don't have to buy a whole new unit, then I think that it's well worth the cost. Sweet, we'll get this one back in, we'll do the other one and we'll take a look. Reinstallation of these is the opposite of removal. You've got 2 tabs on each side with holes in them. 2 of those will be for the screws that you pulled out, and hopefully you can see down in here you've got these little locator pins. You got one there and one down the opposite corner so that helps you make sure that you line up your fog lights nice and straight. Couple of quick tips when you're putting your headlight back in. This can move around, so make sure it's pushed back as far as you can go. Have this electrical connection tucked out of the way so that you can easily access it. If I just come over to the other side, install this tab, so put your headlight in and get this tab underneath this front panel. Make sure this tab's on top of here, and then underneath here you've got some little knobbly bits that are attached to the headlight, and they've got to go underneath the front bumper, so you just got to sort of guide it in. Up here has a locator, you'll see what I mean, and make sure that it clicks in nice and solid. Just a side by side comparison, we've got the auto beam LED here, auto beam LED with the yellow Fog Light Armour on this side. So I just wanted to make sure that it worked before I finalised the install of the headlight and moved on to the next one. I'll put in some before footage with just the LEDs, and then after with the Fog Light Armour also, so you can see the difference. Okay, both in, both back up working. I think it's called Helios Yellow, I think that's how you pronounce it. But as you can see, they're pretty cool. Go really good with the blue. These are going to get changed because they're the old Mountune themed ones, but I still like the yellow fogs with the blue paint. All in all, pretty easy install. Another one done. Thanks to that Foglight guy. Shipping was pretty good to Australia for these. And again, definitely worth the cost if it's going to save the whole Foglight unit being damaged by a stone chip or something like that. So look up that Foglight guy on Facebook and Instagram, and they do all different makes and they do all different colours as well. So hopefully they've got one that can fit for you. Cheers guys.